It ain't worth it if you're going to have stress and worry and have problems and health issues, because that's what you cause when you don't have fun.
Let me tell you a secret about having fun. When you're having fun, your creative juices are flowing. Your ideas come. You have energy when you're having fun. See, sometimes we struggle in business because we make it so hard. We're trying to do this and trying to do that, and it's a struggle. But if you relax, let yourself have a little fun, enjoy where you are, be thankful. Let me drop this on you. There's a lot of things that had to go right for you to be where you are right now.
Say that again, and then you all better type this one in the chat.
Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things that had to go right for you to be where you are right now.
Stephen and Sonji came to us. They are parallelpreneurs. And a parallelpreneur means, if you don't know, if you have not heard that term, sorry, parallelpreneur is when we're working a job and then we have a business that we're starting. So they were starting this company together and really looking at how do we grow the business. So they launched their business from scratch. They joined GLP. First, they were in the master, what was called Business Bootcamp.
Business Academy.
Business Academy. Then they graduated to Global Leadership. Then from Global Leadership, they graduated to an executive coaching because they were producing the results. And so they launched a business from scratch. They published their best-selling book, and it's sold in 11 different countries. 11 different countries. They created a new revenue streams. They built a website. They managed their branding. They're published in 250 outlets. And that was a direct contact from myself to Stephen and Sonji. You're so close to success, but you're not raising your hand and asking. You're so close to success, but you're not raising your hand and asking. Somebody needed to hear just that little nugget. Oh, look at Lynn has your guys' book. I love that. They leverage social media to reach thousands. They are sought after for keynote speaking and engagement. They receive national attention in print media. I pulled some of their logos so that you can see they're the real deal, right? They put their funnels in place. They learn how to do Facebook ads, y'all. Sonji knows how to do Facebook ads. Look, they didn't put that on there, but I remember how hard that was. We were sweating over that class, right? They grew their database 160%. They grew their social media, and they were in over 50 podcasts. Please give a warm round of applause. Give them some love. Stephen and Sonji Millet. Woo!
Woo! Woo! Thank you, Susie. It has been a journey.
Yes,
a journey.
Has. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Wow, we have, like I said, been with Susie about 2.5 years, and it has been amazing. It has been absolutely amazing. And most of you know that my lovely wife and I, we have this wonderful relationship, and we have the opportunity to travel the world. But many things you do know, but some things you don't know. What you may not know is that prior to where I'm standing today, I had to file for bankruptcy. My home was foreclosed on. I was behind in debt to the IRS, the state, and the feds. And they said I was so broke I couldn't pay attention. Things were bad. You see me in this happy relationship now, but what you don't know, Sonji's my fourth wife. I went through 3 painful, expensive, heartbreaking divorces.
I see you, Zena, laughing. Yes, yes, I am number last. That's what he calls me, number last. And if you've been through multiple relationships, raise your hand.
And so the outlook was bleak. There was nothing there to tell me that I could be successful in a relationship. There was not anything there that would tell me I could be successful in business or even just in life in general. But there came a time when I decided the story that I was telling myself was going to be the most important story that I would ever tell. And I want you to hear that. The most important story you will ever tell is the story of you. And how you tell that story is going to make the difference of whether you are a victim or are you victorious, prosperous, living in your bliss.
Woohoo!
Live in your bliss. And for those that don't know what bliss means, let me explain it for just a moment.
Tell them, baby. Tell them what bliss means.
Bliss is the ability to love and be loved. To have abundance. Let me say that again. I ain't even finished. The ability to love and be loved and have abundance in complete forgiveness and without judgment. That's a beautiful place. Every day I get up, that's where I set my intentions. To live in abundance, not to judge myself or anybody else, and in absolute and complete forgiveness.
If you want bliss, type in the chat, yes, 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 yes. That's what I want. I want bliss. Now, my journey with my husband was a little bit different. I grew up with one family, one set of parents. I have one set of brothers and sisters. What do you have, 10 between all your brothers?
I have 10 brothers and sisters, as I affectionately say, between all my mama's husbands and all my daddy wives and girlfriends.
So mine was more, of a story of just even keel. But when I met this man, my life changed forever because he taught me bliss, and he taught it through his actions. He was a role model for me because, I was a single Black woman, y'all. This is my second marriage, and I had 2 kids, and it was hard.
With a pocket full of degrees, I might add.
It was hard to stay positive. I get up one day and one kid was on my nerves. I get up the next day and the other kid was on my nerves. Raise your hand if you have kids that have ever been on your nerves. There wasn't much coming out of my mouth that was positive, other than, Lord, I hope one day I'll get out of this. But he has taught me a lot. And through him, see, he started in this community before me. And he went to the Speaking Right to Make Millions and signed up for the courses. And I said, you go ahead, that's your dream. And one day I said, you know what, you're doing too much. I got to see what this is all about. All I thought that I could do was be his secretary. Okay. All I wanted to do was help him type a few emails, file his stuff. I wasn't in this business. This was his thing. But I met Susie. And Susie grabbed me by the arm and told me that I needed to be in her courses. And it really was a breath of fresh air because I needed to hear what it took to do this business. I didn't know what I didn't know. And Susie had a plan. She had a process. And I don't know how many of you are that analytical thinker. You got to have a process and a procedure and a schedule and a structure for everything. This woman, my coach, she gave it to me. And she gave me so much, woo, I'm still digesting it all. And I will never run out of material or information or a resource as I'm connected to Susie. So I just wanted to say that, Susie, we love you.
Yes, we do.
We love you.
Yes,
you have done a lot for our business.
Okay, but you guys are amazing students, right? So you guys are great leaders because you're amazing students. So Sonji is like the behind the scenes. So Sonji is the Susie. Like I was the secret behind the secret with Lisa. Sonji is the secret behind Stephen, right? Being the operations, the foundation, because it's hard to be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Yes, y'all?
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's hard to do everything, be everywhere. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be the sales, and I'm going to be the marketing, then I'm going to be the operations, and then I'm going to be crazy, and then I'm going to be...
And it's a journey. It's not a one and done,
Yeah,
and you
that's
get
right.
it right the first time. I mean, even last night, woo!
Absolutely.
Susie and I have to have a call. Because,
well, let me explain a little something. Sonji is analytical, and she puts structure to everything. I'm more of go with the flow. It's gonna happen, and we're gonna make it happen. And I have strong ideas, and Sonji has strong ideas, and we're both brilliant. But we have to step back and realize each other's brilliance.
Yes.
And work together. And that's what makes the magic happen.
And do you want a partner like this? Look, talk to us. We can help you.
That's what we do.
So maybe we'll go ahead and get started, baby.
Yes.
Our topic is pushing past negative limiting beliefs to get to bliss.
And how do you get to bliss? You talk straight. Most of the time when people hear the name of our book, people think that it means talking to someone else. I'm gonna talk straight to Susie. I'm gonna talk straight to Lynn. I'm gonna talk straight to Jennifer. But no, what we're talking about, you have to first talk straight to yourself. When you get that conversation going on the inside, when you start talking straight, like Queen Esther was talking about and Susie talked about yesterday, how from 1 to 8, so many things are set in your personality and your makeup. But and we tell ourselves these stories over and over and over again. So you have to undo by talking straight to yourself. You have to tell yourself, I'm the bomb.com. You have to tell yourself, I can do it. You got to tell yourself, I deserve it. Many of us don't think we deserve to live on our bliss life.
We'd rather be a victim.
We'd rather be a victim and run around and share our story with everybody. Let me tell you a little bit about when I was going through some of my victimness. I was going through one of my divorces, and I run around and told that story. Oh, she did me wrong. She did me wrong. Y'all don't know how wrong she did me. And I told everybody that would listen, and I tell them over and over again until I got tired of hearing the story myself. You ever been tired of telling your story the wrong way?
My mama would say, when you are done sucking enough snot, you'll do the right thing.
And so when
Come on, put your hands up if you know you've been telling some story or you have in the past, right? So people can see you're not alone, because we all do it.
And so learning to talk straight is about telling your story. Tell it to yourself over and over again. Tell it to anybody that'll listen. Tell it when they're tired of listening to it, because it doesn't really matter, because it reinforces who you are. Your mirror work is not just in the mirror. Your mirror work is everywhere you go.
Yes, yes. And you have got to sometimes be your own self-rescue. If you're not hearing it from your friends, and you're not hearing it from your spouse or your partner, and you're not hearing it from your family, you need to get up every morning and do that mirror work, as Esther told us yesterday, and say it to yourself and mean it and believe it. And you got to say it over and over and over again. Keep it in front of you every day.
And as we're on this journey of becoming, don't forget to be. Don't forget to be. We're on our way to millions of dollars, thousands upon 10,000s of clients, but you got to have fun along the way. If you don't have fun, when you get to the million, when you get to 5 million, all you brought was that unhappy person with you with $5 million. You ever hear people talk about, oh, money just gonna bring you problems? That's what they would bring with them. But if you learn to have fun on the journey, make it up, as like Susie says, we don't know what we're doing out here, but we'll try this and we'll try that. We'll talk to the experts. We'll talk to people. We'll hear what they say, and we'll implement and implement. And as you implement and enjoy yourself, enjoy who you're with. If you're single, enjoy being with you.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes we're so in a hurry to be with somebody else, you're going to bring that unhappy person to a relationship.
That unhappy person into your business. And baby, what do you say about planning your fun?
Oh my God, you got to plan your fun, because your problems will plan themselves. You got to put fun on the schedule.
In between those whiteout days that Susie says, because we haven't scheduled our work. Make sure you put some fun in there. How many of y'all want to have fun while you're building this business? It ain't worth it if you're going to have stress and worry and have problems and health issues, because that's what you cause when you don't have fun.
Let me tell you a secret about having fun. When you're having fun, your creative juices are flowing. Your ideas come. You have energy when you're having fun. See, sometimes we struggle in business because we make it so hard. We're trying to do this and trying to do that, and it's a struggle. But if you relax, let yourself have a little fun, enjoy where you are, be thankful. Let me drop this on you. There's a lot of things that had to go right for you to be where you are right now.
Say that again, and then you all better type this one in the chat.
Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things that had to go right for you to be where you are right now.
Now, some of you may not know, we had COVID-19.
Yes.
We had it early in March. And when I was going through that 3-week period, I thought it was the worst thing possible. But afterwards, I realized that this time period, to be home, to be able to spend time with my family, to have survived and now have the antibodies.
Yes, we hope.
We hope we have the antibodies. It's been a blessing. It was a gift wrapped in sandpaper. I think somebody said that last night.
Some of y'all heard that before, right?
A gift wrapped in sandpaper. So for us, it has been a blessing. So we want to get on to 3 empowering actions you need to take to be able to rewrite your story.
And so when you rewrite your story, you can't tell your story from a victim standpoint. If you have my book, Talk Straight, Damn It, you'll see a story in there where I was talking about how my dad wasn't there. I didn't grow up with my dad. I missed out on this. I missed out on that. But I didn't change the facts of the story. I changed the way I looked at the story. And when I changed that, I changed the way I told the story. When I was 8 years old, and my mom that was schizoaffective, meaning paranoid, schizophrenic, and bipolar at the same time. That's a heck of a combination. She could no longer care for my sister and I. And she called my dad that was off in California. We were in Virginia, in the Air Force with a new wife. He dropped everything and came and got my sister and I. There was another time when my mom and I were no longer getting along. At 15 years old, she threw me out the house. Can you believe it? Threw me out the house? And it was awful. It was one of them, when the bus was coming by the street, she was throwing my stuff out the window like waiting to exhale or something. And put me on the bus for 18 hours by myself at 15 years old from North Carolina all the way to Massachusetts. And so the story I tell now, my dad was there when I needed him. My dad was there when I needed him. Though that's how you turn your story around. You look at the blessing. You look at what you got out of it. So when you turn your story, when nobody would listen to you talk, when nobody would buy your book or sign you up for any conferences, this is where you work. This is where you're building that valley. That when you get in front of folks, you can tell that story and they can feel it because they have been where you are. Yeah. But they are there to hear you bring them out. That's why I'm your bliss doctor, helping you find your bliss.
Like that's his way of saying boom. She said boom. So the 3 empowering tips is know you are capable of something better. The second one is know you deserve it. And I should back up. Type in there, I am capable. Type into chat, I am capable. That's the first thing to help you turn your story around. The second thing is you got to know you deserve it. If you don't know you deserve it, how's somebody else going to know you deserve it? You have got to be able to pump yourself up and know without a doubt, even if you're missing something. As Susie says, sometimes you got to make it up. Make it up as you go. Was it fake it until you make it?
Well, I would tell you, knowing that you deserve it can prove very powerful. When I decided that I deserved better in life, when I decided, that's when things began to get better, little by little. And the story I write now, the story I write about myself, talking about skiing the French Alps, scuba diving in the Grand Canyons, that was an impossibility from a high school dropout, from someone that failed in all the marriages except for the last one I'm in.
And then the third one is believe in your greatness. I am great. Type that into chat. I am great. I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. Look, Esther, you got me. Woo, quoting the scriptures, girl. Woo. And what we want you to do, we've got some homework for you, is we want you to create an affirmation. And everybody says create an affirmation. And I want to give an example. I want Stephen to walk me through this so you can understand how you develop that affirmation into a powerful one where you're talking straight, damn it.
That's it.
So when I started this business, I used to say, I can't run a successful business and do my job at the same time.
That's not talking straight at all.
Not at all. So we know that one we're going to cross out. So then Stephen coached me a little bit more and I started to say, I can run a successful business. Now, baby, what's wrong with just saying that?
Well, when you say I can, that shows the world that you're not. So you put I can, that's somewhere over there where you say, I am a successful business owner and operator. Put it in the present tense. See, that's when you begin, let me go a little Esther on you, when you begin to call those things that be not as though they are. Talk to me, somebody. So you got to put it in the present tense. That's what makes it up. Go on to the next one, baby.
So, you know, sometimes you don't always believe you can make that I am jump. Yep. So my next one would have been, okay, I can run a multi-million-dollar business. I can do it, but that still ain't as far as you want me to go, right?
You're still putting it off into the future. When you see yourself as who you really are, see, What it is, all we're trying to do is help you discover who you are, who you've always been. Is that the world has clouded you with all their opinions, what your race is, what your economic status is, where you grew up, telling you that you are limited. But when you realize that you are part of the universe and allow the universe to work on your behalf to bring everything to you. Let me tell a quick story.
Oh,
when Sonji and I met, I was doing pretty good for myself, feeling pretty good. And I was traveling around the country, and I would fly Sonji out to different places on my job. And I said, look here, baby girl, if you hang with me, you're going to experience the Millet magic.
I'm like, Millet, what?
But see, I had got a hold to the secret, and I knew how to work in conjunction with the universe. And everywhere we would go, she would see a little bit of the magic. She'll see front row seats to sold out concerts. She would see, I mean, it just happens everywhere we go. People just walk up to us, give us deals, give us discounts. But I believe that for myself.
Hey, Susie is a Millet magic.
I told Sonji, I'm a good husband on purpose. When I get ready to be a husband, I'm a good husband on purpose.
All right.
See, you have to own who you are.
Exactly. And the last one, so the one I really think I need to be saying, right,
okay,
baby?
all right.
Is I do run a multi-million-dollar business, because now I've got my dream bigger than my belief in me, and I can shoot towards something. I can work towards something. I'm not trying to just keep it low. I'm trying to shoot for the moon, right?
And as you believe that to yourself, you have to tell yourself, this is why partnership is so important. This is why accountability partners work. Because when you're not feeling that your accountability partner can pull you.
Yes, yes, yes.
One of the things I love about Sonji loves technology, and she's harnessed technology. We have a device in our home called Alexa.
Wait, baby, you can't give that away.
Can't
right
give that
now.
one away?
You have got to sign up for the Big Money Business Summit to understand that one. And I'm telling you, that is our most juiciest tip ever. And we've got an instruction sheet on telling you how to do it. So you have got to sign up. We're going to give away 3 books tonight. Or actually, was it this week, baby?
Yeah, this week.
We want you to write your affirmation and send it to us at MyBlisstopia. Baby, you got to get out of the way
There
here.
it is.
MyBlisstopia.com and put in the contact your affirmation, and we're going to choose 3 people to get a free copy of our book. Okay? And like I said, you have got to see us at Big Money Summit, because, you know, Susie's going to be dropping some tips. Esther's going to be dropping some tips. Everybody who's speaking is dropping tips. So I think that's pretty much it, baby. Did we cover everything we needed to?
Yes, we did.
So we want to thank you for allowing us to talk to you about finding your bliss. And we'll see you at the Big Money Business Summit.
Woo!
As long as you keep talking straight, damn it.
Straight, damn it. Woo!
But we don't get the Alexa tip. We got to wait till the Big Money Business Summit. Oh, we got to wait till the Big Money Business Summit to get the Alexa
that
tip.
one, we got to wait.
Susie. So I wrote down your homework. Sam's written down your homework. Megan's written down your homework. We got the homework. We got their website so that you have that. So I want you to put in the chat, what was the value that you got tonight from Stephen and Sonji, right? And I want a couple people to share before they leave, right? Because what is it? 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock there, right? They're 8 o'clock there. You got, how many are you on the East Coast?
No. It's my East Coast.
Oh, East Coast.
East Coast, right?
I'm forgetting.
There's a lot of time zones around here.
So Dr. Viola's like, yes, it is late, and I worked all day as a nurse, so I'm tired. But we appreciate you showing up and showing out.
Yes.
So who wants to share with me? I want to hear from 3 people. So who will share? I'm looking on page 1. Let me see page 2. Thank you. Francesca will be 1. I just want to make sure I'm not seeing anyone. Thank you. Lang will be 2. Perfect. Okay. So Francesca, you share first. Let's see. You got to unmute yourself.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Whew. Power couple, number 1. I have a husband. I got married culturally on March 28th. I'm a COVID bride. I haven't met my husband. He lives in Montreal. You guys, I will be on your case. I'm bringing that man to you because I love your energy. So just take away the business, just you as a couple. You give me this energy, so value number one. And then number two, talk straight, damn it. Like to myself, of course I've written a book. I'm writing another one, but you remind me. You just reminded me that even if I may be in a valley, which I am, the second book is actually work in progress. I still need to talk straight and not write from a point of victimhood. So thank you for reminding me that, and thank you for the energy, and then the affirmations, of course. So those are my take homes. I feel very excited. Thank you so much.
Francesca, I want to say that Stephen and Sonji are consistent, right? So you know how there's people in the world, they have their show face and then they have their face, right? Y'all met people like that where the tongue in their mouth and their tongue in their shoe aren't necessarily going in the same direction. Like they're consistent. If they're on it with each other, they just say we're not in a good space, or or they'll just say I don't like him right now. Oh, okay, that's almost that's refreshing. Like, yeah, I don't like mine either, but we don't talk about it, right? We just declare it. So they're consistent in creating this bliss, intentional about creating bliss. So you couldn't get two better mentors to really help you in this new marriage. And congratulations, give Francesca a big round of applause. I'm a little nervous for you that you haven't met him, but look, it's a culture. And if you're happy, I'm happy. If you're not happy, I'm not happy. You like him, we like him. If you don't like him, we don't like him. That's the tribe vibe.
Yes.
If we love him, we love
Thank
him.
you.
And he can come anytime. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Lang, let's hear from you.
Hi, I'm Gay Lang. I actually am a friend of Charlotte.
Yes.
Charlotte invited me, so thanks, Charlotte, for this great invitation. I want to thank you, Susie, for something. You gave me a new vocabulary word. I'm one of those people like, what's her name, Sonji? I'm analytical. Everything got to be in order. I like vocabulary. Parallelpreneurs. What a hell of a word. I don't know if you made it up, but it's damn good. I love it. So that was one thing.
Thank you.
The second thing is I need to give you all a cheer. I used to be a cheerleader in a former life. That life has been over. But here's your cheer. GOODJOB. Good job. Good job. Woo!
Yeah. Well, I don't think that time's over, Galen. I think it's right on time. It's right on time. So that's awesome.